Hey guys, I'm Aiden and welcome to my channel. This is probably going to be my first video ever, and today I'd like to talk about one of my special little hobbies, speed cubing. So basically speed cubing is solving a cube, whether it's a normal cube like this, 3x3 that you guys have probably seen before, or bigger cubes like 4x4, or Pyraminxes, Megaminxes. They vary a lot. And the point is solving them as fast as we can. Speed cubing, quite literal, right? And going on, I'd like to talk about how I speed cube these days in my normal life, because I've been doing this for 2 years now, and now I all have my own pattern of doing this. So starting up, I'd like to show you an example solve. Here's my cube set right here. And you can see 3 things right here: the cube itself and a mat. Yeah, it's a mat. It's not some funky little thing I just put for fashion. It has its own purpose. It's there not to damage the cube, because when I solve fast, I need to let go of my cube, and sometimes it bumps a lot, and because of this softness and squishiness, it always saves the cube. And in case you didn't know, cubes are expensive, and I mean expensive. Okay, so now here's the timer. The last one you probably saw. This is, as I said, a timer. And you just turn it on button, and now you stick it inside here. Okay, and solve the cube. So as I said, my example solve. Before solving it, of course, I need to scramble it. So, scramble it. Oh, and I want to talk about this common misunderstanding non-cubers think. So, when I give my cube to them and they'll scramble it, they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna scramble this for minutes. That doesn't matter. The time doesn't matter. The difficulty of the solve is quite random and it's up to luck. And there's no such scramble that is impossible to solve unless you twist the corners, or I don't know, just get the core here out and then flip it over or something. There's no such thing. And yeah, completely scrambled, right? So let's go. Before I start my timer, cubers like me look at the solve first. We inspect the solve, I guess. So we are given 16 seconds to do this, and this is also a common misunderstanding. You guys non-cubers, when we inspect, think that we're looking at the entire cube and expecting the whole solve, the entire solve. That is wrong. We're just thinking about the first step and how we're going to process it out throughout this step, because we're just presuming what will happen in the very first step, which fastens up this time, because now we know what to do. We just have to figure it out very fast, and that's all, right? And yeah, misunderstanding over. I inspect it. Now I'll start. Okay, started. And oh, this is a very no. Okay, I did a little mistake there. So 28.312 seconds. Yep. And yeah, I basically do that every day, every solve I do it. And then now you'd think, well, what's the point of doing this every time? There is something very accomplishing and kind of fun about this thing. First of all, I've done this too much and it's kind of a special hobby right now, so I use it to, stress out, get rid of all my bad feelings, bad stress and everything. And I can also feel my cube records getting faster and faster. And speaking about that, I want to show you how I'm getting these statistics, because I can't put every single solve 28.312 seconds in my head and get all those solves in my head and know the average or something. Like, that doesn't make sense. I've done like 10,000 or more solves during the past 2 years. No, there's this website called CS Timer. So you go to Google and just type in cstime.net, and this is my timer website. So I don't use the timer itself. I use it only for statistics, and you can see these numbers 456. That means I've done 456 solves. I put it in here, and those 456 solves probably not the entire 2 years. This is probably the statistics of my past 2 months or something. So every time I do a solve, remember 28.312 seconds, right? So I type that in, that goes in right here, and it gets recorded every time, and the average is shown here. My best time record yet, 17 seconds, and averages, they're all here. There are even scrambles. These are scrambles officially random, given by the websites. I just scramble it like that, and yeah, there's even a picture for it. So basically, I use this website to know how I'm getting better, right? And yeah, that's basically it. Well, this sounds so boring. Let's talk about you guys. So I want to recommend you this hobby, because we're gonna start, and if you're ever gonna start, then you can ask me, like, in the comments, or let me just give you some advice right here, right now. So if you're gonna start speed cubing, buy a cheap cube, 3x3 normal cube, not like this one, no, and just buy one that's cheap enough and makes good sense to you. And no, I'm not saying that you mustn't buy an expensive cube. I'm just saying that it's gonna be better for you. It's gonna have less pressure for you to buy a cheaper one. And when you buy it, start looking up the easiest method of doing this, right? And the methods, they have step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. It gets harder and ever harder, and the harder it gets, the faster you get. So when you completely master one method, then you go to the next step, and look up those tutorials and learn, memorize more algorithms, practice more, always practice. Practicing gives the results. And yeah, you're gonna get faster than me, like fast as me, and even faster than me. Maybe you're gonna get into the world record or something. Yeah, so try it out. I mean, speed cubing, it's really fun. And yeah, oh, and not just speed cubing these guys, learning new cubes like this. What even is this? This is fun too, and it's gonna be a good challenge for you guys, and I think you'd love it. Anybody would love it. So that's all for today, and if you didn't know, this is a series actually about my hobbies, and let me give you a little taste of it. I don't just do these. I play chess, I play the clarinet, and do some magic tricks a lot, and I hope you enjoy.